perspective on what recruiters can and can't do for you.
The Fordyce Letter, the country's foremost authority on the placement and recruitment profession, maintains a database of some 33,000 firms in the United States that are, in one form or another, involved in the business of direct personnel placement. This would include even the casual placers of people, temporary staffing firms or companies who, as a part of their business, do some sort of placement, for the past 10 years or so, according to Kennedy Information, Incorporated, who publishes the Directory of Executive Recruiters. There are approximately 5,500 permanent recruiting firms of all types in the United States. Over 35 to 45% of this number went out of business over the past 3 or 4 years and will be replaced by the same number. 20 new recruiting firms open in the United States every week. It is estimated that 1/3 of these firms work on a retainer basis and the rest on some form of contingency basis. The average recruiting firm, according to the Fordyce Letter, has 3.1 consultants in it who average successfully recruiting and placing 1.5 people a month. The average tenure of these firms is 7 years, and the average consultant has been in the business for 3 years. In the early 1970s, it was estimated that 5 to 10% of the professional people who were hired in business were hired through the help of a third-party recruiter of some sort. That estimate today is closer to 30 or 35%. As the job market expands, good candidates are harder to find, and third-party recruiters will be used even more. Traditionally, recruiters have been defined in 2 broad camps. The retained recruiter is paid partly in advance to find an employee. The contingency group receives its compensation only if it is responsible for causing a candidate to be hired. There is, however, a broad range of contingency firms that you need to be aware of so that you can decide if they can actually help you find a job. We will discuss, in general terms, the reasons why you should use a recruiter and what the recruiter can do for you, as well as what a recruiter cannot do for you. The most important aspect of this topic is for you to know how all of the different kinds of recruiters can help you, based on that type of recruiter's relationship with the employer. What you should expect from and how you should deal with a recruiter depends on your understanding of the kind of recruiter that you're dealing with. In general, here is what a recruiter can do for you. A recruiter has access to a knowledge of opportunities with firms before they are broadcast to the world. For the most part, and we will see the exceptions to this below, recruiters have a much more in-depth knowledge about an opportunity than an individual could gain on his or her own. Recruiters will coach you and sell you and your attributes, as well as sell around your shortcomings, better than you can for yourself. Recruiters know how you compare with your competition for a position and provide information about your strengths and weaknesses. Recruiters know their market. Recruiters will help you manage the process of interviewing and negotiating. Because a recruiter deals with this process daily, it knows how to do it better than an individual even if he or she changes jobs often. Recruiters are going to help a candidate maximize his or her compensation possibilities. Most of the time the recruiter is compensated based on the salary package the candidate receives. It is in our best interest, therefore, to help you reach your compensation potential. Recruiters can provide you more job interview opportunities faster than you can do it for yourself. Most people don't deal with the job opportunities, career moves, etc. on a daily basis. A recruiter does. The help of a recruiter implies confidentiality. Most top professionals don't want their job search to be floating around the internet, or anywhere else for that matter. A recruiter, many times, has an intimate but objective view of the hiring company, the hiring authorities, and the politics of the specific hiring process. Recruiters are comfortable with all of the steps in the process of getting hired. Recruiters know what to do when things go wrong in the hiring process. Here are some things that a recruiter cannot do for you. Recruiters cannot get you a job. They can open the door, coach, teach, advise, strategize, and help. But the candidate still has to be the primary force in getting the job. A top recruiter might give career advice, but recruiters are not counselors. They are information brokers and hiring process managers. Unless the information or process is of current and immediate importance to the company or hiring authority the recruiter represents, he or she doesn't have the time to counsel, that is, deal with other aspects of your life. Recruiters are not miracle workers. They can't get you the job of your dreams. Find you an interviewing opportunity that you are not qualified for. Help you change careers when the economy won't bear it. Help you negotiate compensation plans on deals they are not involved in. They cannot do a lot of hand-holding or immediately respond every time you call or blindly email a resume.